Yes, we are live. That's our new intro. Bobby's not
Huh.
seen that one yet because he hasn't
No,
been
I
on.
haven't.
So since then,
Natural
yeah,
reaction. So yeah,
yeah.
that's
So there
pretty
we go. Yeah,
good.
so that's new. There's a full version of that as well. It's about a 3 minute long song, but obviously we just done 19 seconds of it, as you can obviously imagine. But
You
yeah,
did
so
good,
that's our
Ryan.
yeah yeah it was yeah, who did that one?
You
Yeah,
did good, Ryan.
yeah, you did right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so as we are live, if anyone's got any comments, don't hesitate to put them down, and stuff. Well, actually, we've got comments already
Hello.
come in, so can you hear me? Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah, no, yeah,
Oh
I'm
no.
speaking, so it's on here.
Oh no. Hold
Oh, is he
on.
gone? Is he? Hang on, I think Bobby's gone. Bobby's died. Bobby's died, everyone. We'll carry on. Yeah, Bobby's died, so I'll take this one by myself in a minute. So he's having problems tonight, so that's fine. Let's have a look. So comments first of all. So we've got Modest Music saying hey Zero, hey Bobby. He probably would say hey if he was here, but he seems to have died a minute. Don't know what's going on there. Um, Elliot 15, Yo Zero, what do you think about the Saudi news that could maybe involve The Rock? I'll get into that one. We're going to get into that in a bit. And WrestleFaith, hello WrestleFaith. Talofa Gentleman and Bobby. Hello, WrestleFaith, yeah, that's fine. We'll do that one. Bobby's just connected now. I do believe he's having a few technical issues, so we'll just hang on. If anyone else has got any other comments, please comment below. Well, please comment, and we'll just go on. But yes,
Hello?
thank you for tuning
Hello?
in to this special today. Yeah, Bobby's here. I think is he here? Can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Dude, I got a call. So you sent me this link through Instagram. Somebody called me on accident on Instagram and it stopped everything.
There we go.
Meanwhile, I muted my notification. I put on Do Not Disturb. And when I mean Do Not Disturb, I meant like nothing comes through. But for some reason, Instagram comes through.
Fair enough. Well, I've just gone through the comments. So yeah, so we've had a couple of people saying hey to us. So there we go. Yeah, that's hey there.
Hi.
Yeah, Bobby's back now, and yeah. So somebody asked about the Saudi news, and it could involve The Rock. We will get into that one. That's part of the
Oh
news
yeah,
thingy that we were going to run through
yeah.
quickly. So, yeah, so we are doing a special edition today because obviously Bobby hasn't been available, so we are doing this special uncut live for once as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see Moni's here as well. Hello, Moni. Yeah, hello. Yes, so just a few quick things. I did discuss this with Leo at the beginning, but we will go through it again. Well, I did discuss it with Leo yesterday, actually, but we'll go
I
through
was
this
about to say,
again.
I'm like, did you just call me Leo?
Yeah, no, yesterday.
Oh no, what happened
Um,
now?
what's happening now? What's going on?
Dude,
Is he dead again? What?
what is going on?
I don't know. Hmm. What's going on? Right, Bobby's having issues here. Can you still hear me? Are we still going on? No?
Why? I turned the Wi-Fi off. Should I turn it on?
Right, I'll carry on for the minute. So,
Dude,
Ryan's asked CJ asked me if he won the contest, to be honest. Yeah, we'll go into it. Yeah, I'll discuss that with you guys afterwards. Bobby's died again, so we are having severe technical issues, so it seems like I'm going to probably be doing this one for quite a while. I don't know what's going on with Bobby today, but he should be back shortly. Um, right, what else is Molly's Music asked for? Zero. Any updates on the latest with Karrion Cross? Also, Saudi's probably getting a TV version of WrestleMania. Um, yeah, Karrion, not sure. I Nobody seems to know. He's keeping his stuff secret that way. There's no probably about it. They are getting WrestleMania. They're getting it 2027. They're getting the WrestleMania. Can you
now,
hear me now?
now I'm just mad. I don't know what's going on. It keeps booting me. I don't. I like no one. Oy. All right,
Yeah,
20. You said Saudi's getting 2027 Rumble. Rumble.
Mania.
Mania.
Yeah, we'll quickly go through that one then, actually, then, because somebody was obviously talking about that. So yeah, so they have officially said that they are getting well. The Saudi government basically leaked out that they are getting a major event in 2027. It's now been revealed that it is WrestleMania.
Backlash.
No, it's now been revealed it's now
Uh,
going to be WrestleMania, and it's going to be it's going to have one of those labels next to it. So we're either getting the greatest WrestleMania, or it's going to be like WrestleMania Crown Jewel. Basically, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be one of them two.
You
They're they're
can't
put,
have. Yeah.
they're putting them both through licensing now to see which one they fancy better, but they're going to get them both passed through copywriting and stuff like that, basically, and all the things put up for that. So yeah, yeah. So Saudi have got Saudi are getting WrestleMania in 2027. Well, they're actually doing two WrestleManias that year, so you're going to have one in the States and one in Saudi, basically, and the basically Saudi Arabia have requested the Rock and Roman match. And normally what happens is 99% of the time, if they request something or somebody, they get it.
Well, here's the
So,
problem, though. They also requested the Ultimate Warrior.
yeah, I know, but they requested that after he was dead. So,
Well,
they,
exactly.
they requested that after he was dead. But that's why I said 99% of the time. But yeah, like,
Yokozuna.
yeah. So, but no, but whatever they normally request because of the amount of money that they pay, they normally get it. So I know they've definitely requested for The Rock, and they want him in the main event. That's also now been confirmed by other places as well. Basically, so that is yeah. So expect The Rock in the main event, and the rumored match. Well, the two rumored matches is we're either getting The Rock Cody or we're getting The Rock Roman. Basically, that's the plans at the moment for that one. So, from my understanding, so yeah. So anyone who fancies seeing that match live, get your passports ready. You're going to Saudi Arabia in 2027 for that one.
Not me, but you know.
I expect what they'll probably end up doing is to get both of those matches. We'll probably get Rock Cody in the States and then Rock Roman in Saudi. That's probably how they'll do it. So they can get both those matches done in the same year, and then that'll then be it done. Basically,
I'm not holding my breath.
no, that's
No,
obviously what they're saying is, but yeah,
listen,
you know,
Rock
Mhm.
soured me this past year. Like last year he like made me like not he made I don't know what the word I'm looking for. He made me confident in him. It's like, all right, he's back for the
Yeah.
long haul. But now it was like, dude, you didn't even show up to WrestleMania. Like, come on.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's that. Let's have a look then. So, hang on, yeah, we got a couple of comments then before we move on. So,
The last time we went to
yeah,
the last two times we went to the conference, I got booted. So what are we doing?
right. Well, I'm not going to display them. I won't display them because that might be easier, right? Because you might not get booted. So let's have a look. So WrestleFaith here says, "Why is the Beast Brock back? It makes no sense at this time." We'll get into that one.
We'll get into that.
You know, yeah, we'll get into that
Oh,
one.
speaking of Brock,
Yep.
you do have to give me a warning before you show my video.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, because of the headphones. Yeah, that's fine.
Because of the
yeah, I'll do that one.
headphones, and I'm going to apologize in advance to our viewers because how do I put this gingerly? There's no way to put that gingerly. I lost my mind.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, yeah. There's yeah, you did. Yeah.
So like, we'll get there. We'll get there. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Don't be scared yet.
Yeah. So Monty said that's why you told us if we have our passports ready. Yep, basically. Modest Music One asked, why is Triple H so against pushing people like Cross, Knight, Theory, etc., and continues to push his non-black and gold darlings? You've answered it there. Black and gold darlings. NXT, black and gold darlings.
Was Theory black and gold? Yeah.
Theory was black and gold, yeah.
Wait.
Was Theory black and gold?
Yeah, he was. He debuted in 2019.
Yeah, but of course Theory's off injured at the moment. That's why. So that's obviously why he's disappeared off TV. But
yeah, people were like, "Oh, he's released." I'm like, "No, he's not. He's not.
No,
released.
he's not. He's on long-term sick. Nobody seems to know what's wrong with him. So that's what it is.
I hope he's all right. But for those of you that are like trying to, he's on the same list that Ilya Dragunov and Zoe Stark are on. So
yeah. So it's probably a massive injury like that, yeah. So that's that one there. WrestleFace says, I will not be flying to Saudi. Those prices of tickets plus all the other expenses is going to cost too much. Yep. Elliot 15, who would win those matches? I don't know. Ryan Taman said, I'll go to Saudi, to be honest. I want to drive some Lambos. So Ryan wants to go to Saudi. That's fine. Ryan can go represent Zero News.
Yeah, I'll meet you there, Ryan. I'll definitely meet you there.
Yeah. Money, I'm bougie, but I'm not that bougie. And then WrestleFace said, why is everyone against Rock? He told us that TKO wanted him involved in selling tickets for EC.
That is a good point.
He did that. He never not said that he was coming to Mania or any other event after that. That's true, yeah.
That is a good point. And I did throw him a bone there.
Yeah.
I said it wasn't his call to show up to Chamber.
No.
That was a mistake on whose end? I don't know who.
It was
TKO,
it
I
was
guess.
that was Ari Emanuel's. He
Okay,
basically,
him, that
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
That's a mistake.
yeah,
That's not on Dwayne's. That's not Dwayne's fault.
no,
His boss told him to show up to a place, and he did it.
yeah.
You can't
Well,
fault him there. And also,
well,
it's not his fault that New Orleans got moved. I don't know why people
yeah,
seem to
no,
think that.
I've got I've actually got something more on that as well. As I don't know whether you've seen the Paul Heyman interview this week with Ari Emanuel with what's his name? Yeah, basically Paul Heyman's done an interview.
What's his name? I can never remember his name.
Ariel,
Glasses guy.
yeah,
Ariel
Ariel,
Helwani.
that's it. Yeah, Ariel,
You
yeah,
said Ariel. Oh my
base.
gosh, him.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. So he did an interview on there, and he was asked about the whole payoff to WrestleMania. And I've actually got some quite interesting things that I'm going to bring up as we go along, talking about SummerSlam and stuff like that.
Oh
Now,
wait,
um,
was this the? Hold on, before you get into that, was this the
yeah,
interview where he said Brock Lesnar can't be canceled? Is that the same one?
yeah, the same one, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I didn't listen to the interview fully, but I saw that
no,
quote,
yeah,
so I know
well,
what
yeah, no,
interview you're talking about.
yeah. So yeah, well, there was another thing as well where he was basically asked about the whole Rock and about the whole Rock payoff, and he turned around and said there was a payoff planned for The Rock and John Cena. However, it got scrapped because of Travis Scott. They needed Travis Scott involved in it to be able to do it. And
Why?
and because of Travis basically Travis and WWE are done with now, they essentially dropped the storyline. That's what it was, basically. So yeah, that's what it was. And that for it. So yeah, that was the whole reason behind it, and that's what Paul Heyman basically said is it was they did have a payoff to it, but it got scrapped basically
Okay,
because of that. So yeah,
here's the thing with Travis Scott. If
yep.
you wanted to bring him in at WrestleMania like you did,
Mm,
fine.
mm,
But you bring The Rock with him.
yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
That's
you
the
know, yeah,
thing.
yeah. But yeah, but no, yeah. So Paul Heyman did turn around and say that they were doing that. He also turned around and said as well that he's been involved recently with booking all the way up till WrestleMania 43 as well. They're already planning WrestleMania
Oh,
43 out already. Yeah, he's been in great conversations about all that. So that's how far ahead they're planning at the moment is for WrestleMania 43.
that one's gonna be an
Um,
indie.
yeah, by the
I don't
sounds of it,
know.
yeah. So there was,
I mean,
well, we don't know yet. Well, actually, no, that when would that be? Wouldn't that be 27s? So yeah, so that'll be India and probably Saudi. So it depends which one they're on about, really.
wait, no. Wait.
We're 42
40 was Philly, 41 was Vegas, 42
we're
Vegas.
42 next year.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
43,
42.
yeah. If the reports are right, that's
Yeah.
Saudi. I thought
Mm.
20. I thought it was the year after that because
No.
Indy's still owed a Rumble.
Yeah. Well, no. Obviously, no. They'll get. Don't forget
A
they're doing
Rumble, a WrestleMania.
well, yeah, but of course they're doing two manias, aren't they? They're doing one in the States in April and then one in Saudi in November. So
Oh,
they
okay.
could still get Indy. So 43 could potentially be Indy, and then 44 will be Saudi potentially, because then they'll say that one's like, well, it won't officially be a WrestleMania. It'll be called like that's why I said it would be like the greatest WrestleMania
So
because
they're not
it'd be done
getting
like
a
that.
legitimate WrestleMania in April or March. You're
No,
saying?
they're getting it in November. That's why they're calling it
Okay.
the greatest WrestleMania. That's why they're putting through those taglines of either the greatest WrestleMania or like WrestleMania Crown Jewel, basically. So it's going to be WrestleMania styled, but it's going to be like sort of not WrestleMania, if you get me.
How do I put this
You know,
gingerly? Hard pass.
yeah.
What
So,
did I say to
I've
you earlier? Double it and give it to the next guy.
yeah.
I don't know how that would work, but
Elliot's just asked, do we have a guess what month would be Saudi's WrestleMania in November? It'll be when they normally hold Crown Jewel, so that'd be November time. It'll be
yeah,
October, November time,
yeah,
roughly.
like very end of October, like
What
Halloween ish.
it's the Saudi season as they call it. It's that Saudi I can't remember what it
Rehab
is.
season.
Riyadh season, yeah, and that's when it
Okay.
is. It's around October to the end
Yeah,
of November time, so it'll be around that time frame.
it's always around like October 30th to like November
Yeah,
5th, like in
yeah,
that general time
yeah.
range.
So yeah, it's that's basically Riyadh season. So that's when they have all their big events in. So that's basically when they'll be it'll be around that time frame. It'll be end of October to sort of end of November time. They'll sort of base it in. So that's when it'll be. Um, but yeah, so one other bit and piece of news then that we will quickly run through before we get into the SummerSlam bits and pieces and the videos of Bobby's, is the biggest news this week, ESPN. Um, so
Hate it.
yes. So let's get some clarification on this because I've seen a couple of people getting confused on it. So if you already have a cable package through Direct TV, sorry, if you already get ESPN through places like Direct TV, Hulu Live or whatever it is, and like YouTube TV or whatever it is, now I can't remember what it was. You get this packet, you get this new package completely free. You do not need to pay extra for it, basically. So you get the $30 a month package already free because you already get ESPN on your cable. The only time you need to pay the $30 is if you do not currently get ESPN, basically. Um, but what they are offering is on launch, which I do believe is the 21st of August. 21st of August
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
if you sign up to it, then within the first week you can then get that Disney Plus and Hulu all combined for $30, basically $30 a
Yeah.
month and get
Yeah.
it all through there. So
Which honestly is not bad. You're getting 3 streaming services for 30 a month, pretty much.
yeah, yeah. Then the only thing is though is Disney announced Disney announced as well that they're now getting rid of Hulu as well, and they're combining it into Disney Plus. So really, you're potentially getting two. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
starting
on
from
Hulu a lot
2026.
anyway, so I mean,
No,
it is
so
what
yeah,
it
so I
is, I
mean, so
guess.
that's yeah, so that's basically what you're getting is yeah, is that's what you're gonna get there for it. Um, there's some other bits of confusion around it as well, but this was from the official WWE press release. Is you are only getting the main event, the main um, premium live events, no NXT ones. NXT is still up in the air. However, the latest news is that NXT pay per views could be staying on Peacock or could be going to Peacock basically or something
I
like that for it.
wouldn't be shocked if they stay on Peacock just to keep that relationship, you know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is though is they've still got SmackDown on USA Network and they're also simulcasting it to Peacock until 2029. So
Oh,
they've still got
okay.
that deal in place till 2029. So whatever, they're still going to be with Peacock anyway. And that it
Yeah.
just basically means that you've got to have Peacock potentially for NXT pay per views. You're then going to have to obviously then have Netflix for Raw, and then for your main roster pay per views, you're then going to have this ESPN service as well for it. So that's what it's going to be. Yeah, that's the latest coming out from it anyway. So is that they're potentially going to Peacock or they're going to stay on Peacock for that one. So yeah, that's that. Obviously, I've seen a few people moaning about it and stuff, but what do you personally think about this new service, the new way they're doing it and stuff like that? And like, I know, like Nick Khan has turned around and confirmed that the first premium live event we're going to be getting on it is WrestleMania, and they've basically said think of WrestleMania next year as the Super Bowl. They're going to basically make it like the Super Bowl, and there's a few murmurs as well that basically Triple H has the idea in his head that he wants to add like a halftime show and stuff. So like an interval in the middle where they're going to have like a music package
No,
and stuff in there. So so
it's
yeah,
wrestling, not football.
yeah, no, yeah. Well, but yeah, they're comparing it basically to Super Bowl. They're saying, but yeah, what do you think about it then? And that we'll just quickly do
Um,
that before we go into it.
as as long as ESPN doesn't do what they do best and start charging you an arm and a leg, because I don't know if you know how the UFC pay-per-views work, but like you still got to pay for those. Like you pay
Yeah,
the whatever 20 a month for ESPN Plus, and then you got to pay 60 for it. And it's like, wait,
yeah.
that's not right.
No, well, talk about that. The press release that came down from WWE states that the pay-per-views are included into this new service,
As they should be.
basically. Yeah,
I'll pay
that's
30
that's
a
what.
month
Yeah,
for Hulu and Disney or whatever it is,
yeah,
and I'll get a pay-per-view out of it. That's fine. But it's where they start charging you a month and they're like, "Oh, it's this much extra."
yeah.
No, 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 no,
Don't
no.
don't you get it through your TV already on ESPN or anything?
I get it through my phone provider.
Oh, do you? Oh, fair enough. So you
I
don't need
get
to pay for it anyway then.
I get
You won't need to pay for it anyway,
ESPN.
will you?
Yeah, I get ESPN, Hulu, and Disney all on a bundle.
Yeah, so you won't need to pay for any extra
Yeah.
then. Basically, you'll get the package
Nope.
for free anyway. So you're going to get the
Yeah.
pay-per-view. You're going to get the pay-per-views for free anyway. So that
My
that
the
sort of
the
makes
the,
sense.
pr- the price is going to go up, of course, eventually.
More than likely,
But
yeah, it will do. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I expect so.
yeah.
Yeah, and that
Because
obviously
I
in
think it's
time,
like 17 or 18 right now a month.
yeah, but that will obviously jump up, won't it? Basically,
Yeah, I mean it's it's a
yeah,
dollar,
that's also
yeah, $12 a
yeah,
month extra. I guess it's not terrible, but
yeah. I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
I'll just steal Ryan's. He won't mind, and he won't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's cool. I can see Ryan. I can see Ryan in the comments anyway, but we won't display the comments because you'll probably die again. So
Probably.
I'll get to the comments after this. So we're going to go through SummerSlam quickly. So Bobby was actually in attendance at SummerSlam. Um, so one little thing before we do go on and play any other videos.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, this happened during SummerSlam. Now I don't know whether people seen this one, but this happened. This isn't one of Bobby's videos. This is another
Oh,
person's
okay.
video.
So
But
you
I'm going to play
don't
this
have
one.
to
So,
cover your ears yet.
well, no, not yet. But this is yeah. So this happened during SummerSlam. During I believe it was Solo and Jacobs intros. This one was. Yes, there we go. Yeah, so the fans decided to recreate a Stadium Stampede match that you get from AEW,
I
basically.
didn't see that till like the Monday after. Because like
Yeah,
it's a huge stadium. But the weirdest thing is before that, we're just
yeah.
sitting in our sections. I think it was what was the first match of night two? I'm blanking right now.
First night match two was the women's
Rhea,
triple threat.
Io, and
Yeah,
Naomi. So all of a sudden, like my section just stands up and they're looking over. So we all stand up and we're like, "Oh, is it a fight? Is it a fight?" And somebody was like, "Oh, somebody passed out." And we were like, "Oh, it's like something serious." Like, okay.
yeah.
They're like, "Let's
No, it was
not,
a fight.
like
Yeah.
because we thought it was a fight. And we were like, "Woo, let's have some fun." But then we were like, "Oh, never mind. We hope
Oh,
you're
is that?
good, bud."
Oh, is that what you messaged me about? It was in your
Yeah,
same section, wasn't it, or something? Yeah,
yeah. We thought it was a
yeah,
fight, and
yeah.
like we were like, "Oh, let's watch this one." But it was like the guy like walked out on his own power, but then I went down there and he was getting stretched out. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
something.
lovely. That's not
Yeah,
great. So
yeah.
yeah,
It was like
no.
something
So
happened.
yeah. Well, we might as well go into the into it then. So let's have a look. So night one then. We obviously opened up with the tag match: Roman and Jay versus Braun and Bronson Reed. It was a good match. What was it like in the arena? Like, obviously,
That
well, what was it like
that
live? That's the thing.
it was cool. Jay's entrance was good. We were a little upset we didn't get a Braun Breaker entrance. We were all kind of
Yeah.
a lot of fans cheering for Braun Breaker though. I was
Oh,
Roman's
fair enough.
entrance was awesome. We were all like I at one point I was like Braun, we love you, but we're just not
Yeah.
rooting for you tonight. And then it was like Bronson Reed, we can't stand you.
Fair enough.
Bronson
Fair
Reed,
enough.
you're dead to us. Like Braun, we love you. We were barking with him, but like
Yeah.
it was like and then Braun Breaker singing Roman Reigns, you should
Yeah.
have stayed home. I was like, I didn't know that in the moment. I saw it after. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it seemed good there. So yeah, I was just obviously wondering sort of what it was. But to me, that match was good. It was a good opener match. Like what it should have been. Really set the
Roman
hype
went
for the weekend.
flying.
Yeah.
Roman went fly, and we all watched him land, and we were like, uh-oh, because he
Yeah.
kind of missed.
Yeah. Well, we know now as well that Roman's wrestling at Clash in Paris. So Clash of Paris. So that's probably going to be well. The two matches that is obviously rumored at the moment is either him versus Reed or a six-man tag with Roman, Punk, and LA Knight versus Seth, Braun, and Bronson.
And
That's the
brother,
two rumor matches
and
at the moment.
brother Roman, get your shoes back, dog.
Well, I've seen memes in that going around, and what Roman needs is he just needs to wear flip flops. You know,
Dude,
flip flops or
it,
sandals or something like that,
it
basically. That
it's
will stop him.
so stupid and so like ghetto that he's getting his shoes robbed, but it's also hilarious.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I'm like, this is so stupid, but I love it. Like it's like okay, this is funny. Let's have some fun.
yeah. Yeah, but no, yeah. Yes, and then we quickly then move on then to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss beating the Judgment Day for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Do you think that was the right call or not really?
I thought
For
the Judgment Day were gonna win.
yeah,
Truthfully, I really
fair enough.
did. But Charlotte and Bliss are doing really good work. Um, Charlotte's actually bearable now. It's weird.
Yeah,
Like you could tell she's actually like having fun and caring, and like that's
yeah,
cool. Like the whole back and forth um segment with her and Alexa, was it on Monday? I think it had to
yeah,
be Monday when Charlotte's like, oh, or Alexa was like, oh, Charlotte just doesn't want to hear the F word,
Yeah.
And Charlotte was like, I'm about to say the A word or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, but are they friends? That's the question, obviously, isn't it?
I I think they're doing
Yeah.
great work. Like I said,
Yeah.
people were so sour on Charlotte, but you could tell Charlotte and Bliss are like friends in real life. They're having fun.
Yeah.
They're just doing whatever. So it's like, all right,
Yeah.
Charlotte's caring. This is cool. And Charlotte played us all with the WWE Unreal
Yeah.
stuff. Her and
Yeah.
Tiffany both played us.
Yeah, they did, yeah. Yeah, for that one, yeah.
Charlotte's like, oh my
Uh,
God, are you okay? I'm like, I thought you hated her.
yeah, yeah. It's well, it's we know what that's like, don't we? Basically, for what it was. Yeah, and then we then move on then to Sami Zayn defeating Karrion Cross. I do believe that was Cross's last match, according to the rumors. That seems to be Cross's last match, but I don't know.
I went to the
I'm not
bathroom
sure.
like
Yep,
some of the stadium did. I
yep,
came back, watched Cross land straight on his head and haluva kick, and I was like, all right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Karrion Cross has agreed to a contract extension, but apparently WWE doesn't feel the same way.
Well,
Um,
well, there's been some people saying now this evening that it may seem like that they haven't agreed on anything. But the thing is, though, is nobody seems to know because Cross basically there's a backstory behind this is Cross doesn't leak out his contract stuff because when he was in from what I can remember is when he was in TNA, he accidentally leaked out that he had re-signed with them, and he was announced for a big indie event, and he hadn't told that big indie event that he was re-signing with
um,
TNA. So basically, TNA bollocked him or something, basically, because it was like because he had signed up and he had agreed and gone over bits and pieces and that and said, "Oh, I don't know whether I'm re-signing and stuff like that," and it was a mess. So he doesn't reveal his contract status anymore, from what I'm aware of. So that seems to be how nobody can seem to get his well. I don't even think WWE knows what's going on basically at the moment, or if they do, they're keeping it quiet from everybody. So yeah,
yeah,
um,
I just don't see why he'd be back. Truthfully,
mm,
I don't get
yeah.
the
I
Cross
mean, well,
thing.
we'll find out.
I just don't get it. Like the IWC is huge on this guy, but like a lot of
Mm,
people walked out of the stadium to go to the bathroom or go get food or whatever.
bloody hell.
Like
Yeah.
I watched it.
Well, as Nick Khan said, and I said, it's the paying fans that matter, not the IWC. That's basically
Exactly.
that's what Nick Khan said in an interview as well. So that's that. Um, Yeah, Wrestle Faith, I've just seen that. So it says it was all over the timeline yesterday that he got a new contract deal. Was that false? No. Basically, well, first of all, the original contract deal was from Meltzer. That's what he reported. But um, what it is Carrion has said he would like to renew his contract. But as of this morning, WWE have not offered him a new deal. From what it is, from the information that's coming out is WWE have not yet offered him a new deal, but Carrion has approached him with a new deal in a sense. So so
Karen's
Carrion's
like,
obviously probably gone
hey.
up and said, yeah, well, Carrion's obviously gone up and been like, look, I'm willing to stay for X amount of money and stuff, and they obviously haven't agreed to it, or they just haven't said anything back to it. Basically,
I don't
that's
know.
what the rumor is anyway.
I don't see the hype in Cross, so
No, so yeah. Well, then we'll move on then. So Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill for the women's championship. Do you think that's the right result? I was
Tiff.
seriously rating for Jade.
Hold on. Tiffany
Yeah,
Stratton defeated Jade Cargill in a blink and you miss it match. Um,
yeah,
literally, we were sitting there like I made friends behind me, and we were just like, Tiffany won. We were like, what?
yeah,
And
yeah,
then I was like, oh, maybe a cash it. No, I was like, wait, that already happened. I'm like, no, that Tiffany's walking out champ.
yeah, yeah. I seriously thought Jade was going to walk out as champ, but obviously not. And that
So did I.
I've seen a lot of people online saying they wasted a Queen of the Ring opportunity and stuff for it. But I mean,
I
you know,
mean, I don't agree with that.
but
I mean, Cargill should have won Queen of the Ring.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, she deserved it and stuff, but yeah, it's quite surprising. But now, obviously, it opens up more possibilities, and don't forget, we've also got the draft coming up soon as well.
Yeah.
That's meant to be coming up very soon, so that'll give Tiffany new opponents anyway when it comes to it. But Leo actually brought this one up yesterday, and I forgot about this one. Bianca Belair's back tonight, so
Oh yeah.
Bianca's going to be the one to take the title off Tiffany. That's who's going to do it. Is it's going to be Bianca.
Yeah.
she's really the only other person left who can really do it, and that's probably what they've been building up to, is for Bianca to take the title off Tiffany, and that's what it's going to be, you know. Yeah, that's all I can see basically. Yeah. So then the co-main event of the evening then. So we had Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. They defeated Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. Now we obviously all said, I know on the prediction show, that we all thought that Jelly Roll and that wasn't going to lose the first match, but again,
Thank
Jelly Roll.
God.
Well, Jelly Roll turned around and said in a interview with Triple H that he actually approached Triple H and turned around and said that he wanted to lose his first match. He didn't want to be the typical stereotype where the celebrities win it, so he actually asked to lose and take the pinfall.
Oh,
That Jelly Roll said.
There's gonna be another Jelly Roll match.
Well, Jelly Roll's back in 2026, and me and Leo were talking about this as well on the other Uncut this week, which we've done, which was the way which we can see it is the Saudi Rumble. Logan Paul in the ring. Jelly Roll shows up, eliminates Logan Paul, sets up a Mania match. Basically, that's what they're going to do. It'll just be 1-on-1 between them. That's what I can see, basically.
I hated that Jelly Roll was on the card.
Mm.
This should have been a Saudi match.
Yeah.
Like, we got a 2-night SummerSlam, and this was a match, and Cross and Zayn were a match. Both those matches shouldn't have been on SummerSlam. I'm sorry. If you feel some type of way about that, whatever. But, like, come on. Jelly Roll was okay. I've seen a lot worse celebrity performances. I've seen a lot better celebrity performances.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the table spot he took was amazing. Table spot was amazing. That one was.
Listen, I'm not. Yeah. The table spot he took was great. Like I said, I'm not. Well, I do hate the man because he came out and said he came out and said New York City, New Jersey, not a place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, we're in New Jersey, first of all. But if you're gonna say New York City, just leave it at New York City. Don't say New York City, New Jersey. It's not a place.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, no. To me, it was an alright match and that, but they could have done something with Drew and Randy 1-on-1. They could have done something like that, basically 1-on-1.
Drew McIntyre should be doing a lot more than this.
Yeah.
Now that well, we'll get to it. A certain night 2 result. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. Well, first of all, the main event of night 1. So CM Punk defeated Gunther to win the World Heavyweight Championship, but he only held it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 10 seconds it was. Now, you sent me this video earlier, so I'm going to play this one. Obviously, we led into this one.
I apologize in advance. You'll see. I apologize.
Yeah. So this is the moment from Bobby's view of the cash in from Seth Rollins. I don't think we've actually got. I've played the video and we haven't got the moment where he comes out. This is just the actual cash in, isn't it? I think.
I do have the moment when he came out, but I was really screaming and I was all over the place. So I was like, I better not send that one.
Yeah. Well, this is the moment then for the cash in. So this is quickly 38 seconds then to watch this one. So we'll do this and then we'll talk about Bobby's reaction during it because it's quite funny. So here we go. So my first question is, the person sat next to you and he didn't look very happy. Were you winding him up or something?
Oh, that's my boy Justin. He's a big CM Punk guy. And you know what? He was in attendance when Drew McIntyre got cashed in on, so I was like, you know what? Now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels. Dude, we were all just waiting. And it was so loud in there that we didn't even hear Seth's music hit. Well, I didn't, at least. I just looked up at the screen and saw Seth Rollins. I'm like, oh, he's here. And then he hobbled out. I'm like, come on. Then he started heading back. I'm like, come on, and he just drops the crutches,
Yeah.
undoes the leg brace, and sprints to the ring. And you know, I don't know this little man's name or anything. I met him over the SummerSlam weekend. This awesome, like 10-year-old boy in front of us. He knew his
Yeah.
stuff. He was very knowledgeable. So we were talking about Seth earlier in the night. I don't remember at exact what part it was, but it was before the
Yeah.
cash in. The kid goes, "Oh no, Rollins is going to attempt to cash in, but it's not going to work." And we were like, "What do you mean?" We're like, he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Rollins or Reigns is going to cost him." And in my head, I was like, "That's actually not a bad idea. Like that could happen."
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not out of the realm of possibility. So I looked at him. I'm like,
No.
no, we don't like no. Like I was with 4 of my boys, or 3 of my boys, and we all looked at each other. We were like, the kid might be onto something here. Like
Yeah.
and we were like, no, and I was like, at least I was like, I hope not. That would be such a disappointment.
Well, no, a lot of people were on the same wavelength as well. They were like, everyone was saying about that they thought the Roman was going to cost Seth to cash in.
I didn't think of it until the kid said it. And I was
Yeah.
like, now there's fantasy booking, but there's also fantasy booking that could happen. And that was
Yeah.
one of them. And I'm like, bro, we can't speak that into existence. Like, that's
No.
not totally impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But there's that on there. Before we go on then, so tonight too, let's go through some of the comments. So again, I'm not going to display them because it'll probably kill you. So TJ Thurman said Drew should confront Cody Rhodes.
Okay, so since we're getting to
Yep.
it, I was going to save it for the
Yep.
Cody Cena match.
Yep.
Yes, that is where Drew should go.
Yep.
We do not need a long Cody run. We do not.
No.
I don't
Well,
care
no.
what anyone says. Cody had it for a
Fair
year.
enough.
He doesn't need to hold it for another year.
No,
Put
fair enough.
the belt on Drew.
Yep, fair enough. Yeah, and then TJ also then said, "Shame on you, Bobby." So that seems you haven't
TJ, you're wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong. I lied.
you haven't seen the other reaction video yet, TJ. You wait for that one. No, you wait for the other reaction video.
Oh well, that one, yeah. I didn't really catch, dude. I didn't catch my reaction to Cena losing, but all of us are like, kick out, kick out, kick out. We're like,
Yeah,
it's over. We're like, it's once. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
yeah,
But
we'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there.
CM Punk,
Yeah.
a nice. I can't really do that gesture. I'll
No.
give you the 2-finger salute in my mind. You know what I'm talking about.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, and then and then Rest with Faith then Turner says still not impressed with Sassy Seth, the beefy meats, and dumbass. Yeah, basically, yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, I agree.
Which one's dumbass? Bronson?
Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman. He's a dumbass. Roman called him a dumbass. He's a dumbass.
Wait, who's the second one then?
You got Sassy Seth, and then
Of course, Seth.
the beefy meats. So it's both of them. So it's Braun and Bronson. Yeah, the beefy meats.
Listen,
The
Bronson Reed, I'll give you that he's beefy. Braun Breaker, that man's in better shape than most people. Like, I can't make fun of him.
Yeah.
Because he'll also track me down. I can't outrun him.
Yeah.
I can't fight him. So like.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. It's yeah. So that's that there. Yeah. So let's move on to night 2 then. Quickly then. So we've already sort of discussed this one, but opening up then. So we had Naomi, Rhea, and Io, in which Naomi retained her women's championship.
Fun match in person.
Yep. What do you think? Right call? Wrong call? What do you think? Because we all fought Rhea.
No, I said Naomi.
Oh, did you say Naomi? I'm sure I said Rhea, and I'm sure a couple of others of us said Rhea, but I'm not sure. But yeah, what did you think then?
Pretty positive I said Naomi.
I don't know.
I figured Naomi was gonna win. She just won it, so like,
yeah.
You gotta give her at least a little time with the title. Now, does she walk out of Clash in Paris? That is a different story. But for the time being, Naomi was gonna win, I thought.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, that's that works. Did you see Naomi's promo on Raw this week, or did you miss that one because you were
Raw. Did I watch Raw?
They brought
I watched Raw. Yeah.
they brought Naomi out during the commercial, so I don't know if you would have seen it, but
Oh,
we got it over here and stuff.
not during the
Yeah.
commercial. No, no,
Oh, yeah.
no. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have
Well,
that.
basically, one of the points during the commercial was Naomi came out and cut a promo, and she called Stephanie Velcro. Basically, yeah, yeah. So she called her Stephanie Velcro and stuff, and basically cut a massively heel promo on Stephanie and stuff for it. So that, yeah, that'd be that one there. Yes. So moving on then. Anyway, the TLC match, probably one of the best ones on the card, I would say. That six-pack TLC match where the Wyatts retained. What did you think seeing that in person? Because it looked amazing on TV.
In
For that one.
person, it was just pure chaos. The only downfall I have was
Yeah.
that the Wyatt's entrance during the daytime is terrible.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They should have swapped it round and had that as co-main event, really. Personally,
Yeah,
I
but
think.
that's hard to do. That's hard to do with two banger matches like that in a row.
Mm.
That's hard.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, doing the Wyatt's entrance like that was it didn't it the appeal was sort of gone for me really for them like doing that entrance and
Yeah,
stuff
it
for it.
was a
So
little rough, but I mean, hey,
yeah,
everybody in that match, the amount of tables that were broken, Candice
yeah,
LeRae.
yeah.
You, I'm not totally a Candice LeRae fan, but hats off to you, girl.
Yeah,
You took that bump like a champ.
yeah. Candice deserves a push after that. I think she deserves a bit of a push after that.
What,
Really.
another push off the ladder? No.
No, no, just push.
You know it's a fun and crazy match when you're just sitting there with the guys in your section. You're like,
Yeah.
like, oh. You're like waiting. You're like, oh, it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, oh, fair enough. Yeah, well, yeah, no, it was a good match. Like I said, I think that was match of the weekend personally for that one.
Uh, mm,
No, you got a different one. We'll get into that one onto what you think's match of the weekend afterwards, then, if you want, and that at the end of night
it,
two. So yeah,
it might be a
um,
certain main event of night two.
fair enough. Yeah, well, we know why. But yeah, and then
Well, no,
we
not even
moved
that.
in.
Not even that. Just the match
Oh, it's
itself.
just a thing. Oh, fair enough. Yeah,
The
fair
match
enough.
itself. I wanted. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. So next one then. So Becky Lynch retained against Lyra Valkyria, so Lyra can no longer challenge for the title, as long as Lynch is champion.
Shocking result. I will give you that. The match went a little too long, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
Lyra couldn't get the zip ties off, so Hornswoggle helped her out.
Yeah,
That's what we were saying.
did,
We're like, was Hornswoggle under the ring?
yeah,
Like,
but
what?
I don't know if you would have seen it from where you were sat, but there was one moment where they actually slipped off inside the ring, and she had to quickly turn over and actually put them back on. But
Really? No, I didn't
yeah,
know that. They
yeah,
fell
yeah,
off? Oh, wow.
yeah, they fell off. Yeah, they fell off when after she had took a bump and stuff. She was it was shown on TV and everyone picked up on it. Was the camera angle where it was, you could actually see as she moved. She took a bump and then she moved round, and as she moved round, you could see the cable ties had come off her wrist. She only had it on one wrist, and that's she took. She turned to her left, and as she turned to her left, you could literally see her putting it back on, and the camera quickly cut away to Becky, and that as they
Yeah.
done it, and that's yeah. So they quickly turned it around to
Okay.
that one. Yeah. So
So
yeah. So
she
they came
got.
off.
So they accidentally came off, but then she legitimately couldn't get them off.
Yeah, basically, yeah, yeah, because she had obviously retied them on too tight, I expect, for it.
Yeah,
So it was
probably. And she was like,
yeah,
okay, that's a tough one to
yeah.
call. Fair
So
credit.
yeah, so that was that one. Yeah, but yes, and obviously the Bailey interference, but we were expecting Bailey to show up at some point during that match. You know, it had to
Yeah.
happen and stuff. But now the thing is, now is, do you think it was? Now, do you think now it's going to be Bailey heel turn again or Lyra heel turn for their feud? Because they're blatantly going into a feud. I would like to see I would like to see a Lyra heel turn.
I'd rather
And
Lyra.
that,
I agree. Because Bailey was not kind of just a heel. I mean, she was a heel for a while, a few
yeah,
years
2 years I think it was, or
Like,
whatever,
have we
wasn't it?
really seen Lyra be a heel?
No, I think this would be the first time she's turned heel
Yeah,
for a
so
while.
let's see what she
Yeah,
can do. Heck,
yeah,
why not?
fair enough. Yeah. Right, and then we then had Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu inside a steel cage for the United States Championship, in which Solo is still champion. I know, and I've already said this one, and this might upset a few people, but the ending to the match was not great. I was expecting
Yeah,
more from
no,
the ending,
it wasn't. I
especially
agree.
with Solo just falling out of the cage and stuff. Like they
Yeah,
could have at least had one of them like jumping
drag
from
him
the top of
out.
the cage outside or something, yeah, or drag him out or something like that,
Or
or
have
something like that. But
Tala Tonga like go in there
yeah,
and like just drag him out, like
Yeah, yeah,
dead body, like ragdoll him, just pull him out,
yeah,
and then he wakes up and he's like, "Oh, I won! Like, cool! Like that would be fine, you know."
yeah. But
But
no,
you'll
the
go for it.
yeah, the match itself was all right and stuff. You know, the match itself was cool and stuff, but it was the ending. I didn't like that. I looked around and I was like, no. I was like, we can't. I was like,
Yeah,
that's not a good ending. I do hate to say
yeah,
that and stuff. And
yeah. I
yeah,
agree. I was like, you know, I figured Solo was gonna win, but it was like, but I will say this.
yeah,
Um, After the match, when Jacob
yeah,
Fatu went up to the top of the cage
yeah,
on TV, it looks crazy.
yeah,
In person,
yeah,
it's nuts. You just watch a person just like, woo, and it's like
yeah,
you're like in person, it's insane to see
yeah.
stuff like that.
Definitely, definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, I know we've got a couple of Bloodline fans in the audience today, so that was that one. What do we think about the obviously the Jacob Solo match? Because I mean, I've obviously said that ending was pretty bad, but obviously from other people, basically like how do we think about it? Oh, I can
It
see.
was
I just said
alright.
that. Rest with Faith. The cage match ending felt accidental and botched. Yeah, it could have been that. You know, that's the thing. It's like it didn't seem like it was
Mm.
proper. Really, that's what
I'm. I
the
mean,
rest of the match was all right. It was the ending that really annoyed me.
maybe that
That
was
really
done to save Jacob a little. I don't
maybe.
know. By the
Yeah,
way, I will say this. Speaking of the Samoans,
yeah.
I met Zilla Fatu,
Fair enough. That's
and
cool.
this is a do not judge a book by its cover. I
No.
thought this man was going to be on the jerky side. Thought he was going to be like a little full of himself.
Mm,
A nice, down to earth, humble guy.
mm,
He looks exactly like his late great father Umaga. I'm
fair enough.
like he's like, you think so? I'm like, dude, you're a spinning image. Like, look at his face and then look at Umaga's picture, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
no, nice
fair enough.
guy. I was like, bro, when you showing up? And he's like, I'm being patient, man. I thought he was gonna rock up to help Jacob. I really did.
Well, what there was that whole thing with it where they were he done that whole thing with Bully Ray, didn't he? In that same weekend,
That's
Bully
what
Ray
I was
basically
like.
took his
Wait a
title
minute.
and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's yeah, that was that one there. Hang on. I'm just literally trying to do something with it. I'm just frozen. So,
But now, if
Sony,
if
yeah,
if you are like debating meeting him, he gives you the time of day. He will talk to you. Like I had to wait
yeah,
a decent amount of time because he was talking to the guys in front of me, dapping them up, like asking them how they're doing. Yeah.
yeah, fair enough.
Like I said, I was expecting him to maybe be on the little jerky side, but no, pleasant surprise. And
Yeah,
also a huge shout out. This is another person. If you're debating on meeting her, do
yeah,
not hesitate. Dawn Marie.
yeah, yeah.
I chatted with
I see
her.
some of the pictures. Yeah,
I chatted with her for about 30 minutes, and I found out a lot about
fair
her,
enough.
and I'm impressed. She told me something that I don't really know if she wants it out there, so I won't say it exactly, but pioneer in the women's division. I know it sounds crazy, Dawn Marie, but she did something for the women now that long run, you know. She
Fair
and
enough.
Barry. I talked to her about Vince McMahon.
Yeah,
If there was one woman that really could have just ripped him a new one, it was her. She
yeah,
kept it. She kept it professional. She's like, I've had my issues with him,
yeah.
but she's like, because like we were talking about his car accident. She's like, I don't want him to die.
Fair enough. Fair
She's
enough.
like, I had
So
my
yeah,
issues, but like that, it's a step too far to wish that.
yeah. Obviously, yeah, that one. Let's have a look in then. So, some of the comments then before we move on. So, Wrestle Faith. I love that Jacob and Solo got a spot on a big four, but I did not like the match itself. That's correct.
Yeah.
Ryan said Uncut British Takeover 2 versus greater than Uncut Special. So he's saying that basically the me and Leo show was better than this one. You know, I don't really think Bobby really cares to be fair. And then Wrestle Faith said that as well. Then Fabalola to the main one, Zilla, the baby of the family, but in my opinion, the most underrated and unexpected in when it comes to his abilities. Yeah, basically.
Dude's got a
Um,
lot of charisma. I would tell you
Yeah,
that. I was witnessing it
fair enough. Ryan Tamang said Dawn Marie is from Rahway, New Jersey. Bobby, got to do a one-on-one meetup, to be honest. So there we go. So
from
he tried to arrange that one.
you cut in and out. Well, she's from where, New Jersey?
Um, oh no, hang on. No, sorry, no, that was. Oh no, sorry, no, the rest. Sorry, I didn't read that one properly because the logos look similar. The Uncut British Takeover 2 over Uncut Special. That was actually Leo. Sorry, I do have to say that one. That was Leo who said that. That wasn't
Oh,
Ryan.
Leo
Uh,
said that.
yeah,
Okay.
Leo said that one. Yeah.
Wow, you just threw
It,
Ryan under the bus, man.
no, it was because Ryan commented straight afterwards, which I've just
Yeah.
seen. So Ryan said, Dawn Marie is from Rahway, New Jersey.
Oh,
Then said
Broadway.
Bobby,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
like right there.
Bobby's got to do a one-on-one meetup. To be honest, that's what he said. So yeah, so you got to do
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Look,
I could listen. I could just say I went to Dawn Marie's house. I don't have to specify what we did. You
well,
know.
I was going to say, looking at some of the pictures that Bobby sent over, he doesn't need to do that one-on-one meetup, and that he's yeah.
I kid you not. I kid you not. So me and Dawn are talking, and she's like very I don't want to say handsy because like that's like that could give the wrong idea. But like
Yeah.
she's very hands on, I guess. So she's like touching my shoulders and touching my arms, and I'm like, Dawn, you're still hot. Like, come on.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
down,
mean,
boy, down. You need to
but yeah,
stop.
no, yeah, but yeah. Anyway, so we'll move on before we get cancelled for this.
Yeah, very nice woman though. All jokes
So
aside,
yeah,
very nice.
so yeah, so we move on then. So we've got Dominic Mysterio defeating AJ Styles to retain his Intercontinental Championship. We know when that's going to happen. We're getting two belt Dom basically. He's
This
going to win the Triple H
match,
Championship. Yeah,
this match
know,
in person was so much fun to watch.
yeah,
The steel chair spot, I didn't
yeah,
see it coming. I mean,
no,
I figured this. Well, I figured Dom would do something, but the fact that AJ just went down and his legs started twitching, I was like,
yeah,
"Oh, that's really good." I'm
yeah,
like, "That's awesome. I love that."
yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean,
No,
yeah,
so
it
fun in
kind of,
person.
yeah.
A lot
Well,
of
yeah,
Dom
like I said,
fans. A lot of Dom
yeah.
fans.
There is, yeah. Dom's really popular,
Yep.
and like
A
I
lot
said,
of
I
Dom
can see,
fans.
I can see this going to two belt Dom because he's going to win that Triple A championship because WrestleBoats has already turned and said that one of the plans is that he's going to win that championship and represent Triple A on the main roster, and that's going to be
I
yeah, that's
mean,
going to be quite interesting seeing Dom with two titles. For it.
I mean, if there's a guy
I
to
think,
put your
what do you think?
title on, what?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as what we keep saying in that, and as Leo kept saying as well, is like it's the he's the second greatest luchador just behind El Grande Americano. It's that's what it is, and
You mean
yeah.
behind
So
Rey
I mean, he
Mysterio?
deserves it. No. Rey Mysterio, who? It's
No, no,
the
no.
the only Mysterio name. The only Mysterio name in that family that deserves any recognition is Dom. He's the only one
Block
there
Leo
basically
from
for that one.
commenting on
That's
this.
it.
Rey Mysterio is the greatest luchador of all time. I don't care
Okay.
that you hate him because he's 5'0". I don't know why you hate him, quite frankly. Dude's been doing it for however long, and he's still in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio. Suck it, Leo.
What I was going to say is well, whilst we're on this subject before we move on to the main event is I know you obviously went to the WrestleCon, didn't you, and stuff like that beforehand.
What happened?
And obviously, I know you obviously went to WrestleCon, didn't you,
Yep.
beforehand, during the weekend. Well, did you were you there for the queue for the greatest luchador of all time? Did you see that one? Have you seen the picture going around of it? I'm trying to get it, but I can't find it anymore. Um,
No, but
but
who are you talking about?
basically there was a massive queue. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture, but there's a shot from WrestleCon. Basically, there was a massive queue of people waiting for a photo shoot with somebody. Um, and it was like one of the longest queues and stuff at the event, and the queue was actually for El Grande Americano. Basically, there's no lie
Oh,
about it. There's actually a picture of it, and that's
that
somewhere which I'm
wasn't
trying to find.
that wasn't WrestleCon. That was probably WWE Takeover or whatever.
I couldn't remember which one it was. I thought that was actually at WrestleCon, but no, there was a massive queue for like pictures and stuff out of it, and it's
Oh,
got
that not that I know of. Maybe that was a
yeah,
Friday thing. I don't know.
I don't know, but it was there, and I'm trying to see if I can find a picture again, but I can't seem to find it at the moment. But yeah, but yeah, there was massively long queue for it. It's apparently the longest queue there of the whole weekend, and it was actually for El Grande Americano. So
Yeah.
that shows you how popular that guy is.
Oh, and
Right.
speaking of WrestleCon,
Yeah,
Matt Riddle,
yeah,
that boy. I So he comes in, what up, bro? And I'm like, oh, here we
yeah,
go. So I'm like, this
yeah,
dude's already in the clouds, in the sky. I'm like, all right. So I'm
yeah,
waiting to go to take a photo with him. I just
yeah,
see him go, and he locks eyes with me while he's doing it. The big
yeah,
smile. He goes, I'll be waiting for you over here, bro. And I'm like, what did
yeah,
I just witness?
yeah.
Like,
Fair enough.
so entertaining. So like, his nails were painted. I'm not shocked by that one way or another. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, Matt Riddle, entertaining as anything. I just,
yeah.
he,
Fair enough.
I think they put him last, and it was so funny. So I made friends with the guy who was
Yeah,
like printing out the photos. So we were
yeah,
talking about RVD and Riddle. He's like, dude, you have to tell me who is more high, Riddle or RVD. I'm like, all right. So I came out of RVD's. I'm like, he's pretty high. I
yeah,
came out of Riddle's, and I looked at him and I was like, Riddle by an absolute mile.
yeah.
I'm
Fair
like,
enough.
I was like, he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I witnessed Riddle smoking in there. He's like, oh
Yeah.
God.
Bloody
I'm like,
hell.
and then apparently the same guy was on the elevator with Riddle in Vegas. The elevator opened to Riddle's floor and Riddle wasn't
Yeah,
moving. And the guy's like,
yeah.
are you gonna move? And the guy Riddle was like, I got you, bro, and just walked out.
Oh
Like, and
God.
the guy was like, this is his floor. What is he doing?
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
Hi, Leah.
Yeah, just yeah, so that's I mean, yeah, oh yeah, Leo's in there. Yeah, sorry, whilst you were talking about that actually, I've managed to get a couple of the images that you actually sent over, so I'm just actually just getting them in a
Oh
minute.
yeah,
I will
I
display
did
them, I'm
send
gonna
you
put them
all
in there.
them. Yeah.
Yes, you sent me some, and we will talk about some of these in a second. I'm literally, but what we'll do first of all is we'll talk about the main event. So obviously, then we then
Okay.
moved in then to Cody and John Cena. Obviously, Cody is the new champion for that one. So
Yep.
yeah,
It
right
was
result, wrong result. What do you think, really? Obviously, being a big John Cena fan, really,
I I
that's
I
the thing.
I knew we were cooked when Cena did an attitude adjustment through the table and Cody kicked.
Yep,
I was like, I looked at my boy next to me. I'm like, we're done. It's over. I'm like, this
fair
is not
enough.
Cody's winning. And I was like,
Yeah,
and then honestly, like the morning of, I was just like, I was in my hotel.
yeah,
I was actually outside my hotel, and I was just sitting there, and I'm like, this is the last time I'm gonna see Cena wrestle.
yeah,
I'm like, this is it hasn't hit me yet, but it hit me in the moment when he came out, and I'm like, I put in my video.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Ryan put it up, but maybe I didn't even send it to him. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I just sent it. I just said in the video, I'm like, just give me a decent match. Just give
Yeah,
me a decent match. And Cena and Cody went above and beyond. That match was fantastic. I don't
yeah. Fair enough. Fair
just from
enough. So
start to finish, the electricity in that arena or that
yeah,
stadium, it was fantastic from start to finish. Both of them. I'm not even a Cody guy, but hats off to them.
no.
Uh, both did really well. Cena took a lot of crazy bumps, which I did not see coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a good match.
And I knew we were cooked when Cody kicked out.
Yeah.
I just looked at my boy. I'm like, it's over. Like
Yeah.
he's if you kicked out of that, there's nothing else. Cena's got to shoot him.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
yelled that. I yelled that too. I'm like, just grab the gun, Cena, and everyone started laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's and then obviously and this is the warning now which we need to give out. And then obviously we
Yes.
know what happened after the after that. So I'm gonna play
Sorry.
this. I'm gonna say sorry now if you are wearing headphones.
Sorry.
Try and remove them a little bit because this is gonna get a little bit bad. But
Sorry.
this is the reaction after the match. This is from a live fan perspective. Here we go.
Okay. So
Hang on, no, I'll carry on before I play it.
Oh, I was gonna say sorry, but I also regret nothing. So
Fair enough, right? Yeah. So here we go. Then there we go.
go.
Oh my God!
There we go. Yes, that was the reaction from Bobby there. He seems to enjoy Brock Lesnar quite a lot.
Not in a million years did I see that one coming.
No,
Not
no.
in a million years did I see Brock coming back. I
Yeah,
was like, oh, they're just gonna let us see off Cena, and
yeah.
that's how this night's gonna end. Then I hear diddle 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 diddle. I'm like, no.
Mm,
I'm like, what? Brock?
mm,
I'm like, and listen, you can all say what you want about Brock and the legal battles he's in, and you can have your own
mm,
opinion on him. Doesn't really
mm.
matter to me one way or another.
Yeah.
The dude always gets a pop. The dude always gets a reaction. When that music hits, you know you're in trouble. So it's like, I
Mm,
was like, we're getting Brock and Cena in 2025. I'm like, that's
yeah.
insane.
I mean, well, some bits and pieces, obviously, whilst we're on this subject. Something quite interesting from that Paul Heyman interview that he did. I'm referring back to that one. A few comments that Paul said on that one. So Paul has confirmed that Brock has signed a new multi-year deal. So Brock
Not
is around for many
shocking.
years and stuff.
Wait,
Um,
really? Many? Okay, so
it's a multi-year. Yeah. No,
I thought Brock was going to end it at
no,
next SummerSlam in
no, no,
Minnesota.
no, no. It's from what the
Wow.
interview stated is that he signed a new multi-year deal according to that. The other thing as well that Paul Heyman obviously turned around and said people might try and cancel him, but basically Brock ain't going anywhere and
Who's going to
stuff.
cancel
That
Brock?
was it.
Who's
Yeah, that one.
who's going to step up to Brock Lesnar and be like, "Hey,
Yeah, yeah, that's
you're
fine. Yeah,
done, pal. Good luck.
yeah, yeah. And
I'll watch from afar."
one of the last things as well that I found quite interesting was Paul Heyman confirmed that at one point during the week leading up to SummerSlam, there was talks of swapping Seth and Brock round on the nights, and they were actually going to have Seth cash in on night two on
And
Cody.
Brock confront Punk.
Yeah, Brock confront Punk, and then you then have a Brock and Punk match. That was Paul Heyman to me said that was actually legit spoke about the week leading up to SummerSlam, and they were deciding which night to do it on. I think the way they did it was pretty cool, but
No,
that
that's
that was that way, yeah,
so
for it.
so. We weren't sure on Seth, but we were thinking Seth was going to show up.
Mm,
I don't know anybody in that stadium who thought Brock Lesnar was showing up.
yeah, but no, yeah, but that's what I mean the way they did it to me was the better idea. But like I said, Paul Heyman confirmed that there was at points during the week that they were going to swap him over, so they were going to actually have Seth cash in on night two to add to the effect of, oh, hang on, no Seth on night one, so why is he not showed up? And that is he definitely not cashing in? Is he definitely injured and
Yeah,
stuff? And
but
that's why they were going to have him night two, and then they were
here,
going to have Brock in night one. So yeah,
here's the thing though. You always end with the most shocking moment.
yeah, yeah,
And
that's the thing. So
like I said,
wait,
we weren't sure on Seth, but the rumors were out there.
yeah,
There were no rumors of
no,
Brock Lesnar.
no,
Nobody
basically
in
not,
that
no,
stadium thought Brock
no,
Lesnar was showing up. I think more people thought The Rock was showing up.
yeah,
Look, if you would have given me a choice heading into Sunday, like who got a better shot of showing up, Rock or Brock, I probably would have
mm,
said Dwayne Johnson.
yeah, basically, yeah, yeah. So
Because
I mean, but
nobody
no,
knew he
but
was legally cleared. Nobody
no.
knew that.
Well, this is the other thing as well. Quite interestingly, is Nick Khan. He also had an interview as well. I do believe it was with ESPN as well. It was with ESPN or someone like that. It was. It was one of like the big publications. And his exact attitude towards things was, if there's no criminal charges been brought, he doesn't give a shit. Basically, so
I mean, well, I
that's
mean,
the bottom line of it.
that's technically how it should be. Like,
Yeah, that's yeah. That you know, he has also turned around and said as well, he doesn't believe in out of office. He believes that people should be contacted at all times of day as well. So, in that he's basically turned around and said he doesn't believe in people switching their phones off. He doesn't believe in out of office. and stuff. People should be available at all times. The reason why they decided to bring Brock back was no criminal charges have been brought against Brock. So where there's no
It's true.
criminal, what his exact wording was, if there's no criminal conviction, he doesn't care. Basically, he's happy to have them in the company.
I'll leave it at
For-
this. Was what
Yeah.
Brock did a little weird? Sure.
Mm.
Is it illegal? No.
That's
It's weird.
that's the
It's a weird. I'm not gonna defend the guy.
Yeah.
It's a little out there. But
Yeah.
like being weird and being illegal are two totally different things.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why they brought him back is basically like there's no criminal convictions against him. Plus, as well, they are in Minnesota for next year, so
Yeah.
that's one of the main things that we got to think of is they're in Minnesota for next year. So that's obviously why they're back. So even if they were just going to give him that 1 year or whatever, he could retire next year in Minnesota if need be. That's why he's back. Everyone expected him to be back ready for Minnesota next year, possibly at Rumble or something, but nobody expected him to come back in SummerSlam. That's the
I
thing.
won
So-
$20 because of Brock showing up.
Fair enough.
I had a
Fair
bet
enough.
with my boy Gavin that
Yeah.
that Brock would show up before. I'm sorry, not before or during the 2026 Royal Rumble. So
Yeah.
I had
Fair
about
enough.
5 months left for that one.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's that. Let's just quickly go through the comments and then we'll display some of these pictures, which we'll quickly go through. So,
Yeah, I'm curious to see what questions you have on pictures. You said you had some questions, right?
yeah, well, sort of, yeah. Well, we'll go against it, yeah. So, right, so we've got WrestleFaith. So over Cody, heel or not, just no longer entertained. And if he cries on live TV one more time, I'll risk it to spite Cody. I know it's not
True.
going to end, but please let it all end. WrestleFaith also then asked Bobby why to the Brock Lesnar reaction.
Bruh,
So
you listen,
that one.
you couldn't have told me Brock Lesnar was coming back at SummerSlam. Nobody knew that.
yeah, no,
That was a
Uh,
genuine shock reaction.
yeah, was you? Modest Music, has Netflix's attitude changed towards Triple H, aka Noseman? Is that why he had to bring back Brock? I can only hope they remove him from creative eventually. No, it seems like they're happy with him. It's been one of the biggest SummerSlams of all time, basically.
Noseman?
Noseman, yeah, he's called Noseman. That's his nickname, Noseman, because of Triple H's
Okay.
big long nose. That's what it is.
Alright,
Have you never heard that
fair enough.
before?
I mean, he's got a big nose, but like, he's never,
No. Yeah. Let's have a look then. So WrestleFaith asked, how many talents will be released to pay Brock's salary? Because I do not see Brock taking chump change. To be fair, Brock's been paid all this time. And that came out today.
Nobody's. It's not like WWE is making money hand over fist.
Yeah. They're the news came out today is that Brock's been paid for all of his time since he's been off, basically. Even though he's not been there for the past 2 years, he's still been getting paid,
Well,
basically.
That's not exactly shocking. I mean, people go on administrative leave, paid leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's essentially he just had his contracts essentially frozen. Yeah, so he was still getting paid. Legally, they still had to pay him, and that so he was still getting paid for it. So
they didn't
Brock has
release
been
him or
getting paid.
fire him. So
No,
I mean, you can't hold the money from the guy
No,
because that's
so yeah.
another lawsuit. So yeah.
So I expect they've probably told him now, we've paid you X amount, so this will now deal, you need to do all these extra matches this year. I expect it's probably that, like, we've paid you this extra money, so you've got to, rather than doing like your 2 matches a year or whatever, you show up for 4 or something like that, really.
You're gonna wrestle on TV for free, Brock.
Yeah, but that'd be what it is. Ryan Turman said, need Brock versus Braun. Potentially. Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Brock's gonna put him over. That's
Yeah. WrestleFaith, isn't SummerSlam in Minneapolis next year? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah, Minneapolis, yeah.
Confirmed August 1st and 2nd. Minneapolis.
Modest Music also Turman said, I've also heard him called Triple Nose. Yeah, that's true, so have I. For that one, yeah. So some of these pictures then. So we've already obviously discussed about this one, but here is Bobby meeting Zilla. We've got the picture evidence there.
My boy.
So there's Bobby meeting Zilla.
Tell me that doesn't look like Umaga. Come on.
Yeah, true. The main question about these pictures and stuff, and Ryan's probably going to laugh at this one as well, is why in every single picture have you got the shorts and the long socks? That's the question. You
Is
know,
this the Bobby special? I thought you were gonna ask
that is
what's
the
on
Bobby special.
Zilla's pants because I don't know what the stars.
No,
I
actually,
guess?
yeah. I've just noticed that as well. Yeah, what is actually on Zilla's pants? Yeah, that's the question as well. But
Stars and
don't
I
know
don't know what the other thing is.
if
Halo?
anyone can work that one out.
No.
Yeah, if anyone can work that one out, I don't know. So yeah, so that's that one. What else we got here? So we then have
Also the
yeah.
pictures. All the pictures are in the same attire because I was only at WrestleCon for one day. So
Fair enough. Okay.
I do change my
Next,
clothes.
fair enough. Next one. So Bobby meeting the Steiners.
Yeah. They
Brian,
were pretty cool.
yeah.
Little didn't talk much, but they were cool.
No, fair enough. Nothing there.
Mm.
Ryan commented on that one when I said, "That look ain't it, Chief." That's what he turned and said. For that one. So yes, that one.
I ain't gonna take advice from the whitest guy I know. So.
No, fair enough. What we got next? So you meet an RVD. We've already obviously said that one. So you obviously doing the RVD pose there. That was pretty
Yep,
cool.
of course.
Yes, we got that one. What else we got? Next one then. So we've got you and Mark Henry.
Skinny,
yeah.
dude. When he walked by me, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, because I can remember you sent the picture originally of Mark Henry there, and I was like, "What the hell?" And
Yeah,
that when
like
you originally
he
sent
was
it through.
just standing there, and I looked at him. I'm like, Mark Henry. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? Like.
Yeah. Fair enough. And then the next one is you met the indie god,
Yep.
Shotzi. Yeah, the indie god. It's not
She was cool.
not Matt Cardona. Yeah, not Matt Cardona anymore. I'm afraid it's the indie god.
She was really cool. She and this was cool to see too. There was like this. God, I'm probably gonna get her age wrong, but this maybe 12, 13, 14-year-old girl, whatever, somewhere in that
Yeah.
age range. And there was something was wrong with her. I don't know exactly what, but she was first in Shotzi's line, dressed like her. And
Yeah.
Shotzi gave her the time of day. They hugged. She was like crying,
Fair enough.
meeting her, and they were talking. And I'm like, all right, like that. Like you don't have to do that with me, but like,
Yeah.
like I saw I needed to see from Shotzi right there,
Fair
then and
enough.
there.
Yeah. Two more pictures to go. So obviously JBL.
Oh my god, massive.
Yeah, JBL for that one. Yeah.
Dude, when I walked by him and I'm like, dude, that dude is big. Oh, that's JBL.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that one. And then the last picture is the controversial one there. So so we've got the hug there.
She went for it. That was her. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
My main question on that one is that is how much did you have to pay her for that? And do you have a lawsuit now, basically pending?
Dude,
Yeah.
so I
Do you have a lawsuit now?
I legit told her, I was like, the only thing I'm gonna say to Layla is like, she's like, I was like, teenage me is screaming right now.
Yeah.
Because like you are awesome. And she was like, oh my God, you're making me feel old, but that's awesome. Thank you. She's like, come here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Listen, full transparency with women at these things. I do not go for hugs. I do not. But if they instigate it, I'll do it. Like Blake Monroe. I was just ready to go take the picture. She's like, oh, hi. And I'm like, well, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be like, whoa, honey, slow your roll. No.
Yeah. Oh God. Right. So Wrestle Faith actually has a question for you. So she says, "Question, Bobby, is that a Seth Rollins stained glass graphics T-shirt you're wearing?"
Yes, it is, and I got a lot of compliments about it. I only saw one other dude on Saturday with that shirt, and we both had the shirt and the Yankee hat, and we were like, oh, "Wait a minute!" We were like, "All right, yo, what's up, bro?" Like, hey.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was pretty cool in there.
I've always loved that shirt. And also shout out to the Seth Rollins impersonator I met.
Oh, I seen that.
Outside of SummerSlam night 1, I said, "Hey, are you cashing in?" And he, you bet I am.
Yeah.
I was like,
fair
okay.
enough.
Yeah. No,
you got that one right, didn't he?
Yeah. SummerSlam weekend was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Last few comments then. So Leo Turner said Bobby is about to get me too'd. Basically, yeah.
She instigated it. I don't do that because like I see a lot of men make women uncomfortable with these things. I really do. Like I remember one time this dude who did he? Oh, Gail Kim.
Yeah.
And he gave her like a bouquet of flowers, and I'm like, all right, that's really weird. But Gail Kim was like very nice about it. She's like, "Oh my God, thank you. This is like so sweet. This is so sweet. Like I appreciate it. Can I have a hug?" I'm like, "Oh no, dude. Like move on. Like she gave you props for the gesture. If you would have just walked away, it would have been fine."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'll give you a too sweet," and I'm like, yeah, yeah. Oh, and
Fair enough.
one more thing. Shout out to
Yeah.
Megan Bain. I didn't take a picture with her this time. But
No.
I saw nobody was at her table, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go up to her, and I was like, listen, I watched you wrestle at Six Flags in 2021 in New Jersey.
Yeah.
She was like, oh my God, you were at that show? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, and now you're a big star, and I'm like, I am so happy for you. She's like, thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say she wrestles in AEW, so she's not that much of a big star, but that's
And
just me, don't know,
tall woman
basically,
too. No, I
Fair
was
enough.
like Megan Bain. I was like, I am happy. I was like, I tell all my friends, I'm like, I met her before she was really popular. So
Yeah, fair enough. Last few then before we end it. So Ryan again, why is he holding her like that? To be honest, and
she went for it.
like how a grandpa hugs his granddaughter. That's that one there.
I don't see a lot of grandpas hugging their granddaughters like
No.
that, but
Modest Music One.
Ryan must be watching some really specific adult videos. It's just,
Um, Modest Music One. Layla has always been a bombshell. That one
yeah,
there, and
still to this day she is like.
yep, and this is probably comment of the evening here by WrestleFaith. That picture of Bobby and Layla looks like Bobby is concentrating on keeping little Bobby in line. Just saying.
Her and Dawn
Basically,
Marie
so,
were trying to get me in trouble.
and yeah, but Bobby could have ended up having a like a Vince McMahon style lawsuit by the end of the weekend, which I'm very surprised at,
Bobby
and that really.
prevailed. Bobby prevailed.
Bobby
That
prevailed, yeah. Bobby prevailed, yeah. So,
Bobby prevailed.
thank you for tuning into this special, which we literally only decided to do this live 45 minutes before the show. I
Yep,
literally messaged Bobby and just went, should we just go live? Yeah, we'll just go live, basically. So
I love it.
yeah, so this was planned 45 minutes before tonight's show. And that's probably why we're having a few technical issues actually as well, because we don't ever normally go live. So that's what it was.
And
But yeah,
and
yeah,
Leo, you said your British Invasion takeover went an hour and 15 minutes. We're currently at an hour and 17. So
fair enough. But because of the late planning, did you bring your signs? You get your signs?
they're right over here.
You got them there. So whilst Bobby goes and gets the signs in, so thank you once again for tuning in. As per the signs that he has there, so don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. That's to myself at DKO0 and Bobby on Bobby's Breakdowns on YouTube and Bobby's Breakdown on Twitter, or X as it is now. We will see you the time. Sorry, we will see you next time. I was reading a comment, that's why I said see you the time. But I'll read that one off to you. But yeah, we will see you. We'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. This is Zero signing out for the week.
And I am Bobby. We'll probably see you next week for Uncut. I'm around Wednesday, so let's do it.
Yes, so probably Wednesday. So see you later. Goodbye.